Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. What I'd love to do today, like I normally do, is to go through another book and see what we can learn, what we can glean, and what we can incorporate into our inventory of skills, knowledge, wisdom, and potential power. The book that I've selected for today's episode is entitled Unglued, Making Wise Choices in the Midst of Raw Emotions. A book that was published on the 24th of March 2012 by an emerging author named Lysa. Lysa TerKeurst. And this book addresses the challenges of managing one's emotions and making wise decisions in the face of powerful and overwhelming feelings. So the first message to come from this thoughtful author is where we learn that emotions are indeed normal. We need to recognize that experiencing strong emotions is a natural part of being human. Accepting this can indeed help you and help us understand and process one's feelings more effectively. The other point to come from this author is where we're reminded that we need to identify the things that trigger us in our lives. Understanding what triggers your emotional responses can help you prepare and respond more wisely rather than reacting impulsively and animalistically. The author here gives us some very, very important and powerful advice that everyone needs to heed in order to be more productive with their emotions. And the key piece of advice is that one needs to pause before reacting. And the difference between humans and animals is that animals are driven by instinct. They react to the stimuli that occur in their lives and in their environments. The difference with humans is that a human has the ability to think and to be rational and to consider the first, second, and third level consequences of their actions and to select a response that is going to give them the biggest bang and the biggest bang for their buck. So the powerful message here is to simply pause and think before you react, and not to be animalistic in your reactions. Practice pausing before responding to emotional charged situations, because this indeed allows you to process your feelings more productively and choose a more constructive reaction or response is the powerful message. instead of allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, what the author here suggests is you need to take control and respond with intention, because you have the power to choose how to respond to your emotions, and you can indeed choose your response. The author here touches on something else here that very, very few other authors talk about, and they touch on the importance of seeking God's guidance. And in times of emotional turmoil, the author here reminds us that turning to prayer and seeking God's guidance can indeed provide clarity and peace and help you make wiser choices, is the message. We also need to practice and to work on our communication skills and to be more open with our communication, because expressing your feelings in a healthy way is quite critical and important. The author here talks about the importance of open communication with others, can help prevent misunderstandings and strengthen those relationships. We need to practice self-compassion as well. Be gentle with yourself when you experience emotional struggles. Acknowledging your humanity and imperfections allows for growth and healing. Another thing that the author talks about in this book is how it's important to focus on solutions instead of getting bogged down and stuck in the problem. What the author here invites us to do is to shift one's focus toward finding solutions, and this is more productive, and if done proactively, this approach helps you regain control over your emotions rather than you simply reacting to whatever the world throws at you. Along the way, we all need help in one way or another, and the author here talks about how important it is to build a support system around you. You should surround yourself with supportive friends and family who understand your struggles. Having a support system and strong support network can provide both encouragement and perspective, is the message that comes through loud and clear. And one more, the last point to come from this book, is where the author also invites us to embrace imperfection, understand that it's okay to be unglued from time to time, and to embrace your imperfections helps and allows you to learn from your experiences and to potentially grow emotionally. All of these lessons that we've just discussed and talked about highlight the importance of emotional awareness self-reflection and intentionality in navigating the complexities of the human emotions and the life experiences that we all face. Lysa TerKeurst's insights help encourage readers to cultivate and to curate resilience and make wise choices amid emotional challenges. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where we've been through another powerful book with lots of wonderful lessons. The book that was entitled Unglued, and I look forward to coming to you again from another place and with another message of empowerment, and to hopefully go for another walk and talk and to enjoy the beauty of this country that we live in, where we can experience sunrises, sunsets, and just the magic of whatever is happening around us. Take care, yasas, and bye for now.